couple of good friends. What more could you add to make it special? Well, I'll tell you what you can add. You can add shitloads of money, gambling, round robins, teasers. We have it all here on Brunch Betting. That's right. It's XFL Jim, Chase, Lupin Fiasco Sesums, and Erik Uncle Rico Magoo giving you the best sports plays you can find. That's right, bitches. It's Brunch Time Betting.
What is up? Welcome to Brunch Time Betting. We are missing Jim, who's gallivanting the hot spot of Joplin, Mississippi today. But Chase and I are here to give you our best bets for the day. Chase, how you doing today, my man?
I'm doing well. As always, we miss Jim. We miss Jim when he's not around. I miss Uncle Rico when I'm not around to do shows like I have been the last couple weeks. I appreciate you guys holding it down.
Dude, you're doing daddy daycare, dude. So who's better at taking care of kids, you or Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy, hands down. Eddie Murphy all the way. He can at least make them laugh. My kids just think I'm a fucking idiot.
So maybe this is inappropriate, but the guy in that isn't the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm in that thing?
Jeff Garland, yeah.
Did you see the Curb Your Enthusiasm when he had a party and everyone thought he was Harvey Weinstein?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, dude, that is one of the funnier episodes. I know that's totally random, but one of the funnier episodes. Dude, big horse race going down in the Derby, dude. Have you ever been to the Derby, the Preakness, or anything like that, my friend?
I have not. So my biggest racing day I've ever been to is like an Arkansas Derby, and just based on how like busy that gets, like I'm a crowdophobe. Like I hate going into big crowds and that. Like I don't like people like touching me all the time. And so I think like if I go to one of those things, I need to be like as VIP as it gets. Like I don't need the common people rubbing up against me.
As VIP as it gets. Have I ever told you my little story about the Preakness, my friend?
You have, but I'd gladly hear it again.
So we went to the Preakness and we're looking for some place to park. Couldn't find a place to park. We're going up to it. There's like a sign that says $5 to park in our lawn. Fucking we park in the lawn. It was a graduation for the first person in the family to graduate or whatever. Son of a bitch, dude. I make friends, Chase. Me and my boys, dude. We're in the backyard. We're getting plates. We're drinking. We're meeting with the family. Being one, we then go to the Preakness. This was when I was in my youth, when I was in my 20s, where I was a lot younger. We're in the field. I'm pretty sure I saw a man die. With like big flagpole. This guy climbed up it and then he just fell. I just heard a thud. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he's dead. I have no idea what happened to the guy. I participated in the porter potty races. I didn't fall, but I didn't win either.
Yeah. Did you get just beamed with a beer at any point? Because people throw beer at you while you're doing it.
Right? Oh yeah, dude. I hate when people say I felt like I was the term war zone. I'm gonna say I felt like I was in an ultra-intensive snowball fight with rocks being thrown at me. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. You want to talk about, what, it was awesome. The Derby, I've been to the Derby 3 times. I'm going to say this, hot take. Oats Day is funner.
Yeah.
That's
get all the ladies out.
That's my hot take. It's less crowded. You can walk around easier. There's more women there. That's a big plus in my eyes. It's just
all dressed to the nines too.
Yeah. And Uncle Rico wore the pink, dude. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So funny enough, you mentioned the Preakness. Have you seen the news about this year's Preakness?
Isn't it at a different place?
Yeah, so it's at Laurel Park because they've demolished Pimlico to rebuild it, which I don't think that shit's ever gonna happen. But they are capping the attendance at 4,800 people.
Why?
Because they hate horse racing. I don't know. It's insane. 4,800 people.
Jesus Christ, dude. That is absurd.
Absurd.
4,800 people. 4,800 people. What was your takeaway from O today, my friend?
In the Oaks, it was a good race. I was very high on the number 4 Counting Stars, who got kind of pinched in at the rail. I'm on a group ticket for the 2-day pick 6 that starts on Oaks Day, and we've hit all of our A's so far heading into today. So we're live on like all of our tickets at this point. So it was a good day of racing. I can't remember, for some reason, the name of the horse that won the Oaks escapes me right now, but the horse
was the number 9.
It was the number 9. I know that, but it looked like it had a lightning bolt just up its ass down the stretch and was flying. So a well-won race. Believe me, I've got you covered when it comes to that. It's all my picks except for my parlay is going to be Derby picks today.
Oh, from the Derby undercard. All right.
I don't have anything on the undercard. Don't have anything on the undercard.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. We each have 3 bets. We got a juicy parlay, which I hope I loaded up here. Doing StreamYard from someone else's StreamYard, I'm always a little apprehensive. I don't want to mess anything up. You know what I mean? My StreamYard, I'm just like, throw it in there. Whatever fucking happens. And also, can I vent for a little bit?
Go for it.
Me and my boy David, we do a live baseball show, which is great. You know, baseball show. People have been tuning in. It's been great. Thank you for everybody. You know, and I always have I have my 2 screens, and I have the YouTube from my screen playing right here in case like one of us freezes, I can tell or whatever. Immediately it popped up. It's been taken down for a guidance violation.
Oh.
Hello? We've been doing this 4 weeks in a row. Nothing has changed. There's 1 million people on YouTube doing the same thing.
Yeah.
What? Hello, good sir. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of. I'm also not a fan of how it's May 2nd. I have the fucking heat on in my house and it's 32 degrees in Chicago. Not a fan of that either. But I regress. Go ahead. What's your first bet, my friend?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way backwards here from trifecta to exacta to my best bet in the Derby. And so I'm going to start off with my trifecta here. I'm just going to box it. I know, and I usually come in here and I'm like, okay, you put these 2 horses in first, and then you roll these 4 horses in second, then you put 1 horse in third because I'm a fucking idiot. And so instead, I'm just going to give you 4 horses to box in a trifecta for the Derby. First one's going to be the number 1 Renegade, your winner of your Arkansas Derby. I will say I don't think that this horse wins because it drew the number 1 hole post position, which I refer to as the coffin corner. Just kind of takes away any chance that the horse might have to win. But I do like the horse to hit the board. I'm going to use the emotional heartstrings horse, number 8, So Happy, who I think has a good shot, looked really good in the Santa Anita Derby. The 14 Potente, who's a little bit of a wise guy horse, got a little bit of steam that I think could maybe go out and steal it on the front. And the number 15 Emerging Market, who won the Louisiana Derby and could come from off the pace. So that is a trifecta. 1, 8, 14, 15. Uncle Rico, back to you.
What about the Japan horse?
I like it. So I'm going to have a win bet on Dan and Bourbon, the number 7, in this race, because you can ask Uncle Rico. I've been touting Japanese horses to win the Kentucky Derby for so long that if it wins this year and I don't have a win bet on it, I'm going to drive my car into a goddamn bridge embankment. So, I think it's worth a win bet.
I'm alive to him in the Oats Derby double. So,
nice.
You know, I'm just rolling with that and, you know, seeing what's going to happen. My first bet, I'm going to the hardwood. I'm going to take the 76ers and Boston Celtics under 106.5. I talked about it last night on Diamond Bets. Sometimes you don't overthink it. You just ride the trend. Game 7s in the NBA playoffs, extremely profitable, betting the first half under, hitting at 61% of the time, nearly a 16% ROI. And it makes sense. These teams know each other inside and out. This is their 7th straight game playing against each other. And when you factor in the regular season, some of these matchups is over 10 games against each other. So there's no surprises left, just adjustments, tighter execution. This series already 5-1 to the first half under. On top of that, Joe Mazzulla, the coach of the Celtics, 59.3% to the first half under with a 13% ROI. Everything lines up here. Slower start, feeling out process, defensive tendency, nerves, trends, everything. Give me under 107.5 for the first half under in the Celtics and the 76ers. There's this one kid, I don't know his name. For the most part, I think he's a fucking moron. But he's a 76ers fan, and he's been posting these videos with the fucking Rocky theme in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fucking funny, dude. I don't know the kid's name off the top of my head. I think he's a fucking moron, but this shit's funny. But
Quick question. Have you seen, I want to say it was on Instagram, but it's a super cut of people yelling at people during their before they shoot a free throw, and they yell, "That's my man," and then the person misses the free throw.
Oh, dude, I was at the Big Ten tournament. There's these guys in front of us doing it. It was fucking hilarious.
It's the best. It's the best shit ever. All right, my turn.
Hilarious.
All right. So here we go. I'm funneling this. Like I said, I funneled. So we started out wide with the trifecta. Now I'm moving down to the exacta where I'm going to use 3 horses. Those 3 horses are going to be that 8 So Happy, the 14 Potente, and the 15 Emerging Market. Listen, I have one horse that I think is going to be my top pick, but it's not the 14 Potente. But I'll tell you what, there's a hot take that I saw that I think might be correct, which is that the rail was dead in the Santa Anita Derby, which is the race that Potente came out of. And he still ran a really good race to finish second against So Happy. If the horse gets out there on the lead, it might be kind of like a Medina Spirit authentic sort of situation where you have a Bob Baffert speed horse that can just run faster than everyone else for a really long time. So I kind of like Potente as a like a wise guy win bet. But I'm going to box those 3 horses. I'm tossing Renegade out, who was in my trifecta, boxing So Happy, Potente, and the 15 for Chad Brown Emerging Market in my exacta.
So is there just like wasn't Baffert suspended?
Yeah. He was like maybe like 3 years, I think. He wasn't allowed to have a horse in the Derby, and it was because of Medina Spirit.
Okay. That's what I thought. And then I like, so is he able to be there right now or not? Is this one of those things like in years past, they're like, oh, this is my secondary trainer, but I was the guy giving him all the drugs.
Right. No, he's back on site. Like I saw a video of him like hobnobbing with Bill Belichick yesterday, which is funny because you have two maybe the biggest cheaters in their respective sports just hanging out together laughing. No, yeah, he's allowed completely back. He was back last year. It's funny though, he hasn't really performed since he's been back. Like he also hasn't really had the same caliber of horse, but like part of you makes me be like, maybe he's not juicing them up at the Kentucky Derby anymore.
What was I gonna say? I was watching it yesterday, and little to my surprise, we had Fanta, the college basketball guy, talking to Will Levis. I never would have expected that duo at Kentucky Oats. My next bet, I'm going to Sugar Shea LaGreas over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus 110. One of the hottest hitters in baseball over the last week. Near the top of the league in hits, top 5 in runs, but only 1 RBI in that stretch. That's where the opportunity is. He's hitting well, but the production fully hasn't caught up to it yet. I think this is a classic positive regression spot. He's facing Sinoli, who throws the cutter 30% of the time against that pitch. Sugar Shea, 286 batting average, 345 expected batting average. And when you look at it, his slugging percentage is 286. His expected is 623. So he should be doing better against this pitch than he already is. That tells me he's been lucky. He's due for a breakout at home. Phenomenal. 311, 446 OBA, 509 slugging percentage. Everything points to a strong performance here for my boy, Sugar Shea. Next bet, my friend.
Sugar might be one of the best nicknames in sports. Like if you get Sugar attached to your name, like I think that means you're probably pretty good at what you do. My next bet is going to be my best bet for the Kentucky Derby. We've reached the bottom of the funnel. This is going to be my win bet, the horse that I feel that I think it warrants the biggest win bet of the day. and it's going to be the number 15 emerging market for Chad Brown, your Louisiana Derby winner, who in the stretch at the Louisiana Derby not only like dug in and beat Pavlovian, who is another horse that is in this field. He overcame a big bump and being forced out wide. And so what I think happened was it affected the speed figure. So he won his debut race, put up a 97 buyer. He runs his second race, which is the Louisiana Derby, and runs a 90. So he regresses there. I think he's going to take a big step forward. But the regression might have come from that bump in the stretch that he got from Pavlovian. So I really like the horse. It's only run 2 career races. This will be the third. Didn't race as a 2-year-old, but Chad Brown is due. I like the looks. I like the how the horse fits the pace scenario. If emerging market is in the mix late, I'm not surprised at all. So that's my best bet for the Kentucky Derby. The number 15 emerging market for Chad Brown and Seth Klarvik.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this, dude. Now tell me if I'm crazy for this thought. Just tell me if I'm crazy straight up. So I'm alive to the 7 and 8. Okay, live to the Japanese horse and So Happy. Am I crazy if I play an exacta with everybody else over the 7 and 8?
No, you're not crazy.
You know what I mean? Just in case, like,
yeah, you get some. You get some. You're going to what? There are 20 horses in the field, so that is going to be a $40 bet. I can almost guarantee you that if you have, unless it's like Renegade, I mean, I think no matter what, the exacta will pay better than $40.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's like Renegade over whoever, Renegade over So Happy at a better price. So,
yeah.
All right. My next bet, I am going to Eldemario Vargas. Excuse me, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's the hottest hitter in baseball right now. Over the past week, leading the MLB in hits, sitting top 5 in runs and RBIs, been absolutely locked in. Cleared this number in 3 straight, 4 of his last 5. He's actually a better hitter on the road than he is at home. He is batting .412 with a .444 OBA away from home against Shota, the Cubs pitcher, who throws the fastball nearly 50% of the time, nearly 50% of the time against right-handed hitters. Vargas, .467 batting average, elite slugging, 511 WOBA, and only a 12.8% whiff rate. This is a great price and a great matchup. And for the hottest hitter at baseball, we are getting this only at 1.5. With Shea, they bumped it up to 2.5. You know what I mean? So I'm getting this discounted price at plus 135. I absolutely love it. I'm actually pissed off because I put this in, then I did the write-up, and then I went to add this as my leg of the parlay. It actually went up over on our friends on BetMGM, and that brings us to our parlay right now, my friend. Why don't you tell us your leg of the parlay?
Yeah, I'm taking the DC Defenders minus 3.5. They've looked like the best team in the UFL so far, and I feel like Dallas really gave us the blueprint last week when they played the Louisville Kings as to what you have to do to beat Dallas, which is you have to cover Tyler Vaughn's. You have to frustrate his name's escaping me right now. The Austin, the quarterback from Dallas. Give me his name.
Reed.
Austin Reed. You have to frustrate Austin Reed, and then you have to run the football. And those are all 3 things that I think DC is more than capable of doing. I think that covered. I saw it at 2.5 yesterday. It's bumped up to 3.5, now up to 4.5. I really like DC at the minus 3.5. I think they cover that pretty easily.
I did Vargas. I just said why I like this guy. This is my favorite bet on the board. Shop around. The best price I was able to find was obviously the plus 358. And then if you want to play the Vargas bet straight, go to MGM. They got a plus 135. Everyone else has a plus 135. So that was a rookie mistake on my fault. God, it's my first time doing this. I can't freaking take the slide down. Chase, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day, coming on. When you tell the people where they can find you, all the good stuff coming on, and what you got going on this weekend, man?
Oh man, I'm sitting around. I'm watching the Kentucky Derby Day on TV today, and then tomorrow I've got a kid's birthday party. Before you ask what the cake situation is, Uncle Rico, I'm gonna tell you it is Lilo and Stitch cupcakes.
Ooh, ooh, I like a good cupcake, dude. I like a good cupcake.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the cake my mom made for my sister? I mean, it was a 3-layer, and it had the yellow cake, a chocolate chip cake, and then a red velvet cake.
Whew.
I mean, you want to talk about the level of cake baking that was going on there.
That's next level. That's impressive.
And like my one friend, she's like this high level trainer. She's like, dude, this girl is so fucking fit. Like, it's one of those girls you see and you're like, how the fuck are you that fit?
Right.
And you know, she's a personal trainer and everything. You know what she fucking does? She sells cakes. She's got the fucking willpower to not even fucking eat anything. I'm like, how can you make a cake this delicious looking and not even eat it?
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Derby. I'm gonna go to my boy Dano's house, watch a little bit of the Derby. My thing is, I'm trying to get 15,000 steps a day, so I'm gonna probably have to go on a nice little long walk with the doggy after this, my friend. So
my man's Kool-Aid. I can't wait to. I love Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's the best.
He's a good guy. Give the man a follow. Give myself a follow. Fuck, give Jim a follow. He's gallivanting in Joplin, Mississippi. So if you see him in the streets there, say hi. We'll be back next week. Talk soon, my brother.
Love you, buddy.